It is another win for the Quebec English School Boards Association. The association was in a legal battle against Bill 40. That's the bill that abolished school boards in the province. Now, Caroline, the Quebec Court of Appeal has upheld an earlier decision that said parts of the bill are unconstitutional.
Exactly, and this is being considered a major victory for QESPA, which represents all English school boards in the province. Now, this legal challenge began in 2020 after the CAQ government's Bill 40 sought to abolish all school boards in Quebec and replace them with service centres. Back then, the English school boards argued that their rights to elect school board members to represent their specific needs was fundamental to their rights and freedoms. And a court did stay or stop the provision of Bill 40 from being applied to the English school boards pending a decision from Superior Court. 3 years later, that Superior Court decision came and declared that part of Bill 40 did in fact violate Section 23 of the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, which gives official language minority communities across Canada the right to manage and control their own educational institutions. But the Quebec government appealed, and that's what brought us to today, where 3 appeal court judges agreed that the bill does violate the rights of individuals to vote and run in school board elections which represent their community. The Quebec English School Boards Association, which has fought this since the beginning, calls this a sweeping win.
We're obviously very pleased. We got a sweeping win on pretty much everything. We got our Section 23 rights recognized once again by a court that's composed of Quebec justices who are francophone, who recognize that the English-speaking community has constitutional rights, and the Quebec government has an obligation to uphold those rights and respect them. So we couldn't have asked for a better judgment. We're absolutely thrilled.
Now, the Quebec Community Groups Network acted as an intervener in this case. It argued that individuals can only exercise their constitutional rights to manage and control minority education through community structures such as school boards. But this decision has come at a great financial cost to the English school boards and the government, so they also hope that the government will not appeal because it could have far-reaching implications if it goes all the way to the Supreme Court.
This protection, and it's another reason why this decision was so important, because this protection applies to minority language communities across the country. That means the francophone communities outside Quebec. So whatever decision would be taken here would have an impact on our francophone colleagues outside Quebec. And that certainly would have had a very negative impact for them as well.
Now, Joe Ortona says after 5 years of legal battle, this decision should put the matter to bed, and it's time for a dialogue with the Quebec government. The Education Ministry said today it is studying the decision. Mitsumi.
Thanks very much, Caroline.